average, a club like Black Africa would spend around 2.8 million
a year
just to honor everything that the club has to do.
And that includes international matches like your Champions League.
Everything. And you are not assured or guaranteed of the 1 million. Black Africa, for instance, put in a contract that every winning, I'm talking about the prize money now, have to be shared, or 50% thereof have to be shared
amongst the players.
Which was great to encourage talent and great players to come to Black Africa.
But business-wise, it didn't make sense.
Business-wise, it did not make sense because to honor your 2.8 million a year, you give of the 1 million, if you win it,
you give 500,000.
500,000 to the players. How will you pay the salaries of the others?
So the first, I think that the first 2 interviews or so, it was maybe, I'm not so sure, I stand to be corrected. I think it was the national coaches. And Franco Cosmos sat in those interviews as part of the interviewing panel. And then the next interview, Franco Cosmos comes in and sits this side of the chair now as being the person being interviewed.
Yes.
Wasn't that, I mean, you're talking about transparency. How transparent was that?
Yeah, you might see it in such a way, but you must also realize that the number of the interview panels was in such a way that the votes and the recommendations could not be controlled by one person.
One person, okay.
You have dark forces trying to run and control football. You have the likes of progressive forces, which is well known. FIFA knows it, everybody knows it, but nobody's doing anything about it. But it boils down to the control of the regional chairpersons.
By the progressive forces.
By the progressive forces. And that will cause a disaster to the development of Namibian football going forward. But then, I'm also saying, I had nothing to gain.